Hi guys, welcome to Daddy and the Don. Today it's week 22 of the English Premier League. The punditry team are back on Premier League duty after their FA Cup exploits. Before we watch this though, be sure to catch the Don on this Thursday on our latest live stream. Details are on the screen. He's going to be taking an in-depth look at the big games from this week's 22 fixtures. So be sure to catch that one, set your reminder. Please like and subscribe, and why not follow us on Instagram. Details are on screen and in the description.
Hi guys, my game this week is probably the strangest derby ever, Brighton v Crystal Palace. Brighton are having a great season at the moment and they've just come away with a great away win against Everton. Palace are inconsistent at the moment and their only recent win in the Premier League was against Norwich, which, to be honest, is enough said. This will be a tight game, but I believe Palace are going to steal a win here and go for 1-0.
So Man City versus Chelsea. It's the big one of the weekend. It's do or die time for Chelsea if they really want to have any ambition of winning the league. I am expecting a good game. I'm expecting it to be fiery. I'm expecting it to be competitive. Chelsea have had their way with Man City since Tuchel came in, but lost 1-0 in the most recent game. I think that may be the turning point. The way this season's going, Chelsea are in a bit of poor form and City seem just too good for everyone at the moment. Expect that to continue. City to put on a show. Nick it 2-1. Put the title to bed.
Burnley vs Leicester, week 22 Premier League fixture. I think Leicester are coming off a decent win against Liverpool a few weeks ago. They are struggling with injuries and have been inconsistent this year, but on their best day they can beat anyone, and I mean that. They are a great team. I don't know who's going to be available, but I think Maddison, who's been playing really well, is playing, and Harvey Barnes, and they've got every chance. I know Vardy's injured, but I think Vardy's past it now. I think Dyche and Iheanacho are two quality players who can fill in and potentially be number one next year regardless. Regarding Burnley, obviously they didn't play for 18 days. Since then they've played two Premier League games, lost both, and just recently been knocked out of the FA Cup to Huddersfield. I worry for Burnley. I did predict they'll go down. They currently are in the relegation position, third bottom. I think they might still have a game in the hand or two, but I just don't see them getting many points. I think Leicester are going to come out here and play good football and try and dictate the game. Best Burnley can hope for is a draw for me. They'll all play their same football, and unfortunately that doesn't work in modern day football, for me anyway. This is going to be a Leicester win. I'm going to say 2-0 Leicester.
Newcastle, Watford. I don't think there's a lot to say about this. Watford, possibly the worst team in the league. Newcastle have had their struggles. Obviously, they've had new owners come in this season. We've seen them make their first signing with Kieran Trippier. It'd be interesting to see where they push on. They've got some attacking threats. Saint-Maximin is always a threat. Be interesting to see if Trippier does start. And if he does start and he opens the space up, if the chance is created, are scored, whether they have that quality up top. I think so with Callum Wilson. I think he'll love the fact that he's come in for better delivery. But it remains to be seen the system that Eddie Howe wants to play. So, and on to Watford. I mean, they are terrible. There's not much to say about Watford. They are not a good team. And I can't see anything other than a Newcastle win, particularly playing at home. Anything less than 3 points from this, Newcastle will be bitterly disappointed. I'll go for a strong win. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Newcastle.
My game this week, Norwich Everton. Bit of a tough one to call for this. I know Norwich struggling a bit. I know obviously when Dean Smith came in, they picked up a few points in the first few games, but since then they've gone back to like they were under Farke, conceding goals and losing games. Everton start well with Benitez, who obviously wasn't the most popular choice of manager, but they've gone right off the bowl lately. So it's going to be a tough one that, both teams need to win. I think if Everton don't pull the finger out, I think Benitez might get the sack. Who knows? Norwich, I think, are doomed anyway. So I think it's going to be... I think there will be a winner in this game. I just think Everton, with their slightly better players and slightly better squad, I think they might nick an away win. I know Norwich are at home, but I just think Norwich at the minute probably know that they're going to go down. Smith's probably back of his mind thinking we're going to go down, so he'll set himself up for next season. So I'm going to go for a narrow Everton win. I'm going to go for 2-1.
So I've got Wolves versus Southampton this week. Both teams probably still struggling for form, and with the whole corona and injury crisis happening on both teams. So I think this game could go either way. But from where Southampton being thrown the toys at the pram around Newcastle's new stands, actually, in some ways we'd like to see them lose. So I'm going to go for a Wolves 2-0 victory.
Right. So I've been giving the game as Phil versus Man United. Before I start, the Don made a mistake. He said Man United versus Aston Villa. Ha ha! Right. Anyways, back on topic. This will be a tough match. Man United have not improved after under their new manager. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try. So this could probably be where Man United can get a win, or it might end up being a draw. But Villa are a decent side. I do quite like Villa. Well, that's probably because Ollie Watkins plays there, and he was one of our players. But yeah, and then Villa's at home, so they might have more of a chance to win. But United have always been a decent side, so they might win. I'm gonna say a draw. I'm gonna say 2-2.
Liverpool beat Brentford. It's a good time when Brentford can play Liverpool, obviously missing Salah and Mane due to the African Cup of Nations. So even though Liverpool were a good all-round team, I won't see them being fluent in scoring as many goals in the next few weeks. But going to Anfield's a tough place. Brentford's first game at Anfield in the Premiership. It's going to be a real tough game for them. So obviously Liverpool on the front foot a lot. But I think they're going to shame themselves. I think they're going to do all right. I think they're going to do fine in terms of performance, and the fans will be happy going up to Anfield and seeing a good result. But I think it'll be a low-scoring affair where Liverpool will nick it with a second-half goal from Origi. Brentford not doing themselves any shame. Despite Liverpool missing their obviously the best player in the world last year, and Mane should still have enough to go and get nick the 1-0 win. So Liverpool 1, Brentford 0.
Hello all, Sean Dyche here. This is my prediction for West Ham versus Leeds. Obviously they played at the weekend. West Ham got the better of them. Dirty Leeds. And it was a good game. Probably against run of play, really. I think Leeds should have won that. But this is the meat and drink. This is the Premier League. They haven't got Wood up front, Leeds, so I expect them to struggle again. I expect West Ham to dominate the ball, be the better team, prove a point that they are the better football side, because obviously Leeds were better than them in the FA Cup, but they still lost. They didn't have Tark and Ben Mee at the back, did they? So, of course they're going to struggle. I think if West Ham can keep that little coyote quiet and the two-step boy on the wing, Rafinha, then I think West Ham will do it. I think feed the ball to Antonio, easy. 1-0, 2-0. I think 2-0 West Ham again.
Week 22 Premier League predictions. The game I've been given for this week is the mighty North London derby, Spurs versus Arsenal. Wild rivalry. However, they both are shit teams. Arsenal at the moment are playing the better of the two. They've been finally starting to gel together slowly. The young players are doing decent. Arteta's working his little bit of Pep Guardiola magic. However, I don't think it will last. Arsenal won't finish in the top four, but they are playing the decent football out of the two teams. Spurs, on the other hand, Conte has just taken the reins. I'm not sure it was the right team for him, in my view. I think for Conte, he needs a much bigger team, and Tottenham just staying up there in terms of size. And the rumour is at the moment, which I don't know 100%, but Son might be out for this game. If that is the case, I think that'll be a big loss for Tottenham, and I think that is going to swing Arsenal's way in their favour. But yeah, when I'm unsure, you know what I'm going to say. I can see this going down the middle. This will be a 1-1 draw.